Hello, everyone. Hello, person watching. Hello. He's gone. Oh, well. Okay, so I am going to, if this stream in 20 minutes, if there's still no activity, I will end this stream and delete it. Just letting you guys know. Oh, hello, person watching. Hello. Hey, Trixon, how are you? I'm doing good. We'll go left. I'm pretty good myself. What have you been listening to recently? Let me see. So, trying to think of right. So I've been listening to this new album that came out recently called Ming Ming by this like Chinese artist Ateye Ani. It's kind of like a folk album, but it has like some industrial and electronic elements in it. It's really good. Then also this, I think it's Diltisk or something. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's spelled really weird, but it's like a hyper pop album that's pretty good. And then I also listened to I can all right. Oh yeah. And I also been listening to I listened to this like that John Coltrane live album, and I've also listened to this this album by Doopies, like their first one, like Doopy Time, and then I actually listened to two albums by the Meters too. Like their first one, and there's this one that had vocals on it. Yeah, it's a Chinese album, yeah. What have you been listening to recently? Mid-Earth Thief and Chico Aoba. Oh, hello, King K. Jewel. How are you doing? Yeah, Mid-Air Thief's pretty good. Yeah, he's like if you guys don't know who that is, he's like he's from South Korea, but he's kind of like a folktronica. artist, but yeah, his albums are he's pretty good. And Ichiko Aoba is really good too. She's a Japanese artist from yeah, obviously from Japan, but she's a folk musician. She's really good. And I think that 0% live album is really good. And she did a really great album last year too. I'm doing pretty well. How about you? I'm doing pretty good. That's good. That's good to hear. I'm King K Jewel. What's some music you've been listening to recently? Yeah, I've been wanting to get into more folktronica. Yeah, it's an interesting genre. I think I don't think I listen to a whole lot of folktronica though, but yeah, there's definitely some decent ones in it. I don't know. Let me go to rate music real quick and see what the top folktronica releases. All right, hold on. Oh, Crumbling by Mid-Air Thief is number 1, really? That's interesting. Yeah, that doesn't really surprise me. Oh, Rounds by Fortet. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Oh, and there's also, yeah, there's an album called Finally We Are No One by Mum. They're from Iceland. That album's pretty good. Let me see what other ones are in here that I listen to. Well, I guess Side Matters. Yeah, I don't know if you know who they are, but they're kind of some of their stuff is I guess I can see being considered folktronica. Oh, if you heard their music, because they played a lot in um Life is Strange. I just listened to music. Oh, Campfire Head Phase. Yeah, that's I can consider that to be one. I listened to The Music Has the Right to Children by Boards of Canada and Apostrophe by Frank Zappa today. Great albums. You know, I don't think I've listened to Apostrophe all the way through, but I think I know some songs from it. But Music Has the Right to Children, that's a really great album. Yeah, I mean, I do like Frank Zappa though. I probably gotta check out more of his music, but I really like the album Hot Rats. So let me try to go on here and see if I can. So, all right, let me go through here and see what all the albums I listen to. So I listened to Freak Out, Hot Rats, and then I also listened to the live album called Roxy and Elsewhere. But I think that's it. But I also listened to Captain Beefheart's, like some stuff by Captain Beefheart as well. But I probably want to go and try to listen to like Apostrophe or all the way through or something. And there's another album I've been meaning to check out by them called like One Size Fits All that I heard is pretty good. Yeah, music's really weird, but he's a really great musician. I feel like I should get more into him because I really like groups like Ween, and let me think of another group that's kind of similar to them. Well, like the weird groups, like I guess Ween. Some people kind of I think Ween has said that he's not an inspiration, but there'll be a lot of people make comparisons to them and Frank Zappa. System of a Down, yeah, they're pretty good. They're I think a lot of people consider them to be new metal, but I don't really. I think they're more alternative metal, but I can maybe see some people labeling them as that. But they're pretty good though. Like they're in my opinion, one of the best like alternative metal bands of the 2000s, probably of all time as well. So I think Toxicity is probably my favorite they did, if I had to say. And their first album, self-titled, is really good too. You know, another group that's kind of like that, like from the 2000s or whatever, that's also really good is Rammstein. Yeah, I actually really like Rammstein a lot. I think their album Mother is like one of the best metal albums of the 2000s, in my opinion. They're probably my favorite German metal band, if I had to say. Ramstein. Why would you freaking? They kick ass, from what I've heard. That YouTube seriously, they censored. They said this message is held for review. All he said is the word ass. Are you seriously gonna? Are you serious? It's freaking. I don't know. It's, YouTube needs to chill. Yeah, they're pretty good. Ramstein's pretty good though. But yeah, their albums Mutter and also Senswitched are definitely worth checking out. But Mutter is really good, and it's all in German though. All the lyrics are in German. But if you were to read the English translations, he's actually a really great songwriter too. Yeah, I know. It's stupid, isn't it? Let me hold on. Oh, it didn't help hold me up for review apparently when I said that. I don't know why. Yeah. Hopefully this video doesn't get taken down because I said the word ass. But exclamation point, exclamation point. Yeah, YouTube needs to chill though. I don't get the whole you're not able to cuss thing. So what has everyone been up to recently? What's everyone been up to recently? Are there any artists you'd recommend to me? Or albums, or, you know? You guys still there? I don't know. It says nobody's watching. But I guess that's not always accurate, though. Guess people when it said nobody's watching and people work, so they're commenting. But who knows? Oh, someone watching. Hello. How are you? I'm good. You? Oh, that's pretty good. Hello, sound of ominous. I'm doing pretty good. What you been up to? Not much, just on Steam. What game you playing? I don't know. I mean, I have Steam. I probably want to use it more. I actually downloaded Yakuza like 0 recently, and yeah, I want to get like a controller so I can like I ordered a controller. It still hasn't come yet though, but I'm gonna try to use that so I can like play it easier. What you doing on Steam? Left 4 Dead 2, Team Fortress 2, Dead Space, FPS games for now. That's cool. Yeah, Team Fortress 2 is really cool. I mean, I'm not. I actually, if I gotta be honest with you, I don't play a whole lot of games, but I really like the style of Team Fortress 2. And I remember I used to watch the little Meet the Team things a lot. I've heard of. I don't think I've heard of. I think I may have heard of Dead Space 4 FPS, and I know Left 4 Dead, but I don't know if I like. I don't. I probably need to look into those games though. I'm not as good as I don't have as much knowledge about games as I do with movies and music. Yeah. I really like the look of the Team Fortress characters. I think my favorite's probably Pyro. Yeah. I heard it's a fun game too. I know it's free as well, so I think I might like consider maybe playing it at some point because it does look fun. I'd probably be on the blue team, just because blue is my favorite color. Yeah, Pyro is good. I like Scout and Engineer. Yeah, the Scout's a pretty funny character, and Engineer's pretty cool. I think I've watched a few of the little short films too. Like I really like the little like shorts, like and all that stuff they do. Like there was this one, I forgot the name of it, but it was like Scout, like the forgot the one lady who I forgot what her name is though. But then like there's this big sandwich monster thing. I forgot the name of it, but that one was pretty entertaining, I thought. Trying to think of, I think my favorite out of the. Trying to think of what my favorite out of the. Oh, my favorite out of the Meet the Team thing is probably Meet the Spy. If I had to say, that one's probably my favorite one. They're all really entertaining though. Big sandwich monster. Well, yeah, you probably mean heavy. He eats a lot of those. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's the one that's he eats all that. Oh, sandwich. That's what they call it, right? The sandwich. Isn't there a theory that like Pyro is actually like a girl, like a woman or something like that? Just because they never like they're always in like costume or whatever, you know. Too bad Valve barely makes games that ignored Team Fortress 2. Oh, I didn't know about that. They also made Portal, right? I'm pretty sure they did. Oh, I didn't know they made Half-Life as well. That's interesting. You know, one game that was my favorite for a really long time. I mean, it's still pretty good. Was Until Dawn. No, I never actually played it, but it's like really, it's like one of those. It's like a graphic adventure, one of those games where it's more of like a TV show or a movie or something like that, you know. But it's pretty cool, that game Until Dawn. I actually showed my mom the entire thing. She enjoyed it. And they have this like the Dark Pictures anthology. The first one was like sucked. Oh, it was so bad. That Man of Medan, that one was awful. Telltale Games, that's a genre. Isn't that the Telltale Games? Aren't they the people who made Walking Dead? I think. Is that really what is that what the genre is called? Because I thought that was a company. The Telltale Games. Yeah, but and I think they did another one last year, the second one, and it was called like Little Hope, and it was decent. That one was, I probably prefer it over Mandan, but it's nowhere near as good as Until Dawn though. Mainly games that work with dialogue for the majority. Yeah. You know, there was this one. Telltale's is a company too. Oh, okay. Yeah. You know, one. I think I really like the first Walking Dead like game, and you know, I think a lot of people really hate the one of the most recent ones, like this one where I forgot which one it was, but it was the one where let me try to Walking Dead game. It was this one that everyone hated, but I actually didn't think it was that bad. I actually thought it was one of the better ones in a long time. I mean, it's definitely not perfect. There's definitely a lot of elements I didn't like, but I thought it was interesting. I thought the characters were really likable. I think that's what I liked about it. Trying to remember which one it was. Is it season 3? Season 3. Let me. Is that? Yeah, I thought. I thought season 3 was decent. Like a lot of people don't like it, but I thought it was decent. I thought the characters were really likable though. I don't know. I thought that one was fine. And there's one called. I'm trying to remember what the name of it was. There's like this like wolf one. I forgot the name of it. Wolf Among Us. Yeah, Among Us. Among Us. Oh, it's called Wolf Among Us. Yeah, but I thought that one was pretty good. There's a Wolf Among Us too. I didn't know that. Oh, it's an upcoming. Oh, so it's not out yet. Okay. Oh, and Telltale Games, they like shut down recently, didn't they? Like I don't know like how far ago, but yeah, good game. Unfortunately, those games are kind of dead since they don't have much replay value. Uh, yeah, I can maybe see that. It's probably something that's more entertaining to watch than it is to like play. That's probably why like Five Nights at Freddy's got such a big following because the game's not fun, but it's just entertaining to watch. Like I was actually even in the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom when I was younger, but it's probably I don't know, but like I can see Until Dawn not being the most fun game in the world, but it's entertaining to watch though. It's interesting. I think it has a good story. And that's something that I kind of realized is it's FNAF is super boring. Yeah. Yeah, it's not very fun. And I think now looking back at it, I'm not exactly. I mean, even though I was in the fandom, I mean, not. I think the game is decent. The first one, I think the first one's decent. I think there's some of them that are great, but I don't think they deserved as much like attention as they got. I guess so that makes sense. But I think it's a really interesting idea, though. I think it's a pretty original idea. I think. I actually dressed up as Foxy for Halloween back when I was younger. Oh, did you? Oh, one game. Oh, have you heard of Little Nightmares? I like the look of 4 since those had the most grim and dark design. The gameplay gets boring. I'm trying to think of the 4th one. I'm trying to remember which one that. I think I know what you're talking about, but if it's the one I'm talking about, let me see. Maybe it's no, it's not the one I'm thinking about, but I know which one you're talking about. It's the one where it's at a house. But I thought the third one actually was pretty decent for what it was. Like I actually think the third one's probably my second favorite out of them all, if I had to say, just because it's a lot more like artistic, I guess, if that makes sense. But I think I don't think it's I don't know. It might not surprise me if it's not considered to be one of the better ones, though. But because I think what the thing is with like Five Nights at Freddy's is that it's technically just kind of like the same game over and over again, I guess. And why I guess I like the third one is because I guess it's kind of the same game, but it was doing something different. It's not entirely the same game. Like it has a darker story to it and stuff. It's Oh yeah, Little Nightmares is awesome. They actually did a second one recently too. And it's kind of like the game Inside, if you know what that is, but it's it's clearly inspired by it, but Little Nightmares is like it's kind of like a puzzle, like horror game, but it's really cool. The art design in it is really really good. Like the character design looks really awesome. They look like Hollow Knight. I've heard of that. I think I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to remember what. Oh yeah. Oh, I know what Hollow Knight is. I don't think I've ever watched anyone play it though, but I know what it is. The art design in Hollow Knight looks pretty good too. Trying to. There's something else I was going to say. I'm trying to remember what it was. Let me think. I actually thought the second one was better than the first one. It has like kind of like a twist at the end, which I won't tell you what it is though. But trying to hold on. So, is there any other games you probably recommend? Because I actually do want to get more into games. Honestly, first FNAF. You mean it's all the same, really? Yeah. It's kind of like it's kind of like with like slasher movies, you know, because I think slasher is a really overrated genre. Even though Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of my favorite horror movies, but the reason why is because it's like the first slasher movie is always the best one, you know, and it's always the one that's the best because the rest of them is just doing the same movie over and over again, you know. So like the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre was great. The first Halloween movie was great. The first Nightmare on Elm Street was great. But I actually think Nightmare on Elm Street is actually the one that has the most decent sequels. I don't know. I think Nightmare on Elm Street is probably the most original concept wise, but there's some stuff in it that looks kind of cheesy today. Depends what you like to play. Puzzle, action, FPS, platformers. Nah. Let me think. All right, let me think here. Well, I guess like I mean I like watching people play puzzle games. Like there's this one called Catherine, and obviously like Inside and Little Nightmares. I'm not insanely sure how good I would be at it. And maybe I'll be decent, but I like action ones a lot though. Like when I did play games back a lot, I did like the action ones. And I probably would like graphic adventures, but FPS on. Maybe I'd like platformers. I don't know. But yeah, those ones are actually I kind of enjoy those ones. You're with Catherine, same company who made Persona. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, Catherine I thought was a pretty cool game. I didn't know it was made by the same people who made Persona. But my brother really likes that game. My brother plays video games a lot. And maybe I'd want to play Persona at some point because they do look like they seem like a cool company. It seems like a cool game. My bad. And Atlas, it's owned by Sega, right? I think it is. I don't know if that technically makes it a Sega game or not, though. Oh, that's interesting. I think if I were to play Persona, maybe I'll play the fifth one just because that one's the one that a lot of people really like. But I know Yakuza is a Sega game. I remember Atlas owned by Sega. Not sure about that. Atlas sure is doing a lot better than them. I thought they were. I thought they were owned by Sega. Yeah, a subsidiary of, I don't know how to pronounce that word, of Sega. Yeah, but I think Yakuza was just developed and owned by Sega though. But I don't know if that technically makes it a Sega game because it's made by a company that owns them. Like, I don't know, not sure entirely how well that works. But it's like, I know that, like, I'm trying to remember what this was like. I'm trying to remember the name of this one. Oh, HAL Laboratory. That's like, it's not. I think that one's like not owned by Nintendo, but it's works closely with them. But they're responsible for like the Mother series and Kirby and Super Smash Brothers, I think. I really like anything like these games I mentioned: Smash, Bloodborne, Final Fantasy. Oh, yes, Super Smash Brothers is fun. That's actually one of, yeah. I think I really like Brawl. I think the thing with Brawl is that I guess Melee is probably better, but I think the thing with Brawl that kind of sucks is Brawl should be better than Melee. You know, there's just that there's some stuff in it that makes it not play as well, which kind of sucks. But I feel like Brawl should have been like the masterpiece in the Smash series. Yeah, Brawl's pretty cool. I think it's the most like original out of them all. And I've heard of, I know Final Fantasy. I actually enjoy the soundtracks, but I've never played the games though. But I know my brother likes them. And Bloodborne, I think I watched a playthrough on it. I never played it though, but I'd want to play it though. It looks fun. Like, I also watched a playthrough on Dark Souls. I remember too. I downloaded one game I'm gonna play though recently is Yakuza. Spirit has disappeared from the vinyl wall. Yeah, I still love Spirit the God and Spirit They Vanished. Don't worry, guys. I absolutely love that album still, and Alvin Rose still my favorite song. But I feel like I've listened to it so much that I don't know. It's not in my top 10 anymore, but I still really love it. It's definitely in my top like 20 or 15 or something like that. But I don't know. I think since like Animal Collective dropped their new like film soundtrack, I've been going their discography again, and I've been listening to Strawberry Jam a lot more. And that one's probably my favorite they did now. But Spirit the Gone, Spirit the Vanished is definitely my second favorite they did though. But I feel like I've just listened to it so often that just kind of, yeah, I don't like it as much. But it's still 10 out of 10 in my eyes though. But anyways, Brawl has subspace misery and introduced the Smash Ball. Only downside is that it's slower and tripping mechanic sucks. Yeah, yeah, I didn't like the tripping thing. It was annoying. But yeah, the subspace and misery thing I thought was really cool. And Smash Ball, yeah, the Smash Ball is decent. I think in the new Smash game, I actually haven't played the new one, the new like Smash, but I know that they like some of the, like, you could, like with Giga Bowser and Wario Man and all that stuff, you don't play as them. It just does their Smash, which kind of sucks. Because I remember playing as Giga Bowser and I thought it was so cool. They should have broken up after Merryweather. Well, I'm gonna say I disagree with that, but I know where you're coming from, because yeah, their recent albums they've done haven't been that great. I admit that. But I remember they played this one album live of this new material, and I thought it was really good. So I do still think they have some potential to release some great stuff. But I see what you mean, because yeah, they've been pretty boring after Merryweather. Yeah, and also AB Terror did a really good solo album in like 2019 or 2018 called Cows on Hourglass Pond that I thought was really good. No, that's actually my second favorite solo album by the Animal Collective members. And then Deacon did a really great solo album too, like in 2016. Like Sleep Cycle is the name of it. And I think Geologist is the only one that doesn't have a solo album. Oh. Oh no! I don't know. I got a notification from I'm subbed to EDP 445, and I feel like I should unsub because he's been very strange lately. But he just did a live stream and it's called Whipped Cream Anyone, and I'm like, no. I like that Deacon album. Yeah, that Deacon album is pretty good. My favorite solo album by them will probably always forever be Person Pitch by Panda Bear, though. Like, that one is better than almost all the Animal Collective's like main albums. I don't think it's as good as Strawberry Jam or Spirit They're Gone, Spirit They Vanish, but it's still really good. A Person Pitch. And Panda Bear also has an album called Tomboy. It's pretty good too. I actually saw Panda Bear live in 2018 or something like that, I think. Yeah, 2018. I saw Panda Bear live. And the place was pretty cool. You could like go as close as you wanted to the audience. It was really cool. Yeah, he wasn't playing. He was just playing new material though. Could never get into Panda Bear, but he's very creative. Yeah, I can see him not being for everyone. I can see, because I wasn't actually that into Person Pitch when I first heard it, but it's one of my favorite like neo psychedelia or plunderphonics albums now. Yeah, but he's definitely creative. He's very, very talented. But yeah, I like his music a lot. Like, he's probably my favorite solo wise out of the Animal Collective members. But I think A.B. Terror's recent solo stuff has actually been pretty good, and arguably the best out of Animal Collective related output like in a long time. The solo stuff that A.B. Terror's been doing recently. That and Deacon's solo album as well. I think Panda Bear's recent solo stuff hasn't really been that interesting. What's your favorite Animal Collective album? Spirit? Oh, Spirit They Gone, Spirit They Vanish. Yeah, I kind of do wish that one would have been my favorite forever, because it was my favorite album for a really long time, and I thought it was going to be forever, but I feel like I've listened to it so often, and I thought it was like one of those ones that I'm going to listen to it forever and never get sick of it. But it's not like I still love it. It's not like I'm sick of it. I just don't love it quite as much as I used to, unfortunately. Like, I still love the album though. It's definitely one of my favorites of all time still. Just not in my top 10 anymore. But Spirit is amazing. Spirit They Gone, Spirit They Vanish is an amazing album. And Alvin Rowe is still my favorite song. It's probably going to be my favorite song forever. But I think Strawberry Jam that one's I really like the really fun sound of Strawberry Jam. And like, it's really, really unique sounding too, I think. Yeah, with Strawberry Jam, I really love that one though. But Spirit They're Gone, Spirit They Vanish is amazing too. What's your favorite solo Animal Collective member album? If you know, I don't know if you, but I don't know. Haven't been much into their solo stuff. Just heard Deacon and some maybe Tear stuff, but I have to be in the right headspace for them. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I think there's definitely some gems in solo and the collective's discography. There's a lot of albums that aren't that interesting though, but they definitely have some decent solo stuff though. I think this might be kind of an unpopular opinion, but I actually think Fall Be Kind is better than Merryweather. I think. And one album that I feel like could have been like really, really amazing was like, you mean Swans? No. There's like an EP that was released in 2009, the same year as Merryweather Post Pavilion. It was like a companion EP. And it was called Fall Be Kind. It's only 5 songs, so it's pretty good. I think that's my favorite out of their EPs is Fall Be Kind. But one album I thought really could have been like I was really excited for was Painting With, because I really like the song Floridetta. But the album ended up not being that amazing though. But it had some really good singles though. Like that Golden Gal song is pretty good too, I thought. Oh yeah, that it sounded similar. Yeah. I can see where you got that mixed up. But yeah, that's a pretty good EP, I think, that Fall Be Kind EP. I did listen to their soundtrack they did. It was okay. Like it was not the worst thing they ever did. I'd say it's one of the more underrated releases too, is Fall Be Kind. But it's probably just because it's an EP. And I guess people aren't as likely to check it out because it's an EP or something, I guess. But yeah, I think Merryweather. I like Merryweather, but I think it's one of their more. It's kind of overrated. Yeah, I mean, there's some releases I prefer over it, but it's decent. I actually own it too, so. All right, in a bit over a minute, I'm gonna end the stream. By the way, guys, if there's anything else you guys want to ask me or say to me, let me know. Overrated, but it's just very easy to put on and have fun with. Yeah, that's true. That's the album that got me into them. There's a lot of people that really hate that album, but I don't really get why. I mean, I think they have better releases than that, but there's like some people that really, really don't like that album. Like people who really don't like Animal Collective, like absolutely hate that album. I think it's like garbage, and I don't really get why. I mean, I can get you not liking it, but it's not like has absolutely no redeeming qualities to it, I don't know. Yeah, like people who will boast about how much they hate a highly acclaimed release are kind of, I don't know. I don't vibe with those people. You can dislike something that's highly praised, but then go on about how it's awful and has no redeeming qualities. I don't vibe with you. But most people hear that, can't get into it and start hating on it. You need time with them. Yeah. But anyways, guys, it was really good. Oh, it was really good talking to you guys. I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.